So do you think there'll be a crash next year and house prices will reduce, specifically in Sydney? Some people, really hop to the hill. I think that we're going to see, maybe a little bit of volatility in the market, but are we going to see a house crash? Absolutely not. We're going to start opening the borders up to people, and people are going to move to this country. We're going to need to bring in immigration. The only way for us to get through and pay out all the debts that the state has got now is for us to have more tax revenue coming through. How can we get more tax revenue? We need to bring in more taxpayers, i.e. tax slaves. I've said tax slaves and people have called me out for being racist beforehand. We're all tax slaves in this system. So we can't breed enough tax slaves. We need to immigrate more people so they can pay taxes and being a slave to that system. So when we bring more immigration in, we're going to see more people earning money and needing a roof over their head and wanting to get ahead in life, and they're going to be wanting to buy properties, and that's going to put the next boom into this marketplace. So do I see that we're going to see a property house price crash? No, we're seeing everything go up. You can't even build a house anymore. You can't even get the materials to build a house. Inflation, which I've talked about multiple times, so I'm not going to go into that too much today. Everything, right? Tiles. I've just had to buy an acre of tiles. Shit, you're not. I need an acre of tiles, the biggest renovation ever. It's going to be a different video series on that. But the tiles, what I was buying last year for $20, now $31, and that's at a wholesale discounted rate. So that's gone up by 50%. Prices come down. I don't see it happening. It could, maybe little glitches in the market along the way, and no property is linear, right? Property doesn't go up forever, right? People think that property should just keep going up. Property might go up for, a year, 2 years, might go stagnant, may even go down 5%, then it might go stable for a couple of years, then it might go up and double. But in this current point, we're seeing the central banks just print so much money or currency out there, the dollars that we're using, and they're printing so much, you wouldn't want to sell your asset for a certain price. So getting that cash you don't want. So people are seeing the value of holding their assets, and that's what's pushing that asset prices up. And when we start seeing high levels of velocity of the currency that's being printed, that's where we're going to see the hyperinflation. But on that note, as far as house prices collapsing in Sydney, I don't see it. They might step back a little bit, but the market is not just Sydney. I need everyone to understand that, right? I just picked up some properties. I picked up a house the other day in a large, very large. When I say very large, I mean like a very, very large, like hundreds of thousands of people in the population in a capital city inside of Queensland, not Brisbane and not Gold Coast. It's a very large place. And the property prices that I picked up for was $185,000 for a house. But previously, the houses on two sides of it had both sold for $330,000 going back 12 years ago. So this market was cheaper than what it was 12 years ago by 30%. What else can you get cheaper than what it was a decade ago? There's still markets out there because not all markets are linear, because some go up, some go down, some go sideways, and it's finding those opportunities. So Australia's bigger than just Sydney.